Hi everyone, Vicky Verley here. I'm going to zoom out. I know a lot of you are waiting for the tarot readings, and it's been really swamped. I will get them up. Never fear, I will get them up. Looks like I'll be starting to work on them on Monday, so they should be up hopefully by Wednesday. But I thought I know I've been a little MIA. Like I said, I've been real busy. But here we go. I'm going to do the chart reading, because this only takes a half hour or so, and those card readings take a couple days. It's a pretty big undertaking, but I'm on it. Here's the full moon chart, and guess what? Once again, okay, according to that was another thing. Somebody asked about this book. These books. These are just astro calendar date books. This particular one is the Jim Maynard one. I think it's Jim. It's the Maynard. And Llewellyn also makes one. I just happen to have the Maynard this year. Is it Jim Maynard? Yeah, Jim Maynard. But, this is the thing. Oops, sorry. I was trying to put it in front of the screen again. This is the thing, too, that I can't take it on now because I'm swamped. But I have all that stuff for that astrology software. Which would make these books not really needed if you didn't want to, I have detailed instructions of how I could do an astrology app. That would be kick-ass. I seem to think of it every year around the first of the year when I'm writing all my crap in for the year on my books. That's because I hate doing that. But, that's something that's coming hopefully down some point in time. But anyways, let's look at this chart. What I was trying to get to, I want to tell you guys. Once again, according to the book, it says the full moon in Pisces. And it says, it says 606, right? Yeah, 606. And it ends up being 607. But the thing is, the time is wrong. According to this book, it was, it was 2:35 p.m. It was right. I was looking at something else completely. So never mind. I was looking at when the moon went into Pisces at 4:51 a.m. Okay, so, yeah, this is right. I spent a long time screwing around with the astro clock to get it right, and here I was just looking at the wrong data. So that tells you you're working too hard when you're making silly mistakes like this. Okay, so let's look at this chart. It's in Pisces, and it's conjunct Neptune. Here's my little deal yet. Here we go. Here's the full moon, opposed the sun at 6, conjunct Neptune. So that's powerful because Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, and that gives it a huge boost, and Chiron's in there too, of course. Also, the sun is conjunct Jupiter, so there's a lot to talk about. But first I want to delve into this Pisces energy a little. Pisces is psychic, it's spiritual. It's the ruler of the 12th house. It can be karmic. In karmic astrology, that's one of the things that I look at is what's going on in your 12th house. It's finishing up. It's putting the finishing touches on it. It's trusting your intuition. Jeannie Wiley just did a really cool video. You guys should check it out on Nessus going into Pisces. I put some asteroids in, but I haven't really been following Nessus. And I'm not even sure if it's an asteroid, but it was really interesting and really informative. I advise that you guys check it out. But anyways, I was listening to that, and she was talking a lot about, the Pisces energy. And another thing that I feel encompasses the Pisces energy is, it's our spiritual life. And as Saturn's still here at 28 Scorpio, almost 29, but it's going to go back into Sag. So I think that religion could be getting a major overhaul. Because I believe from what she was saying, Nessus is going to stay in Pisces for a long time. And of course we have Neptune in Pisces. And then as Saturn gets into Sagittarius, which rules over spirituality, I think we could see some big changes coming through in our spiritual beliefs, the churches, the religions, stripping away a lot of the bullshit, basically, and getting back to the real spirituality of it, And, that Pope has already started doing that but I know that's just Catholicism, but, that's another part of it. But, yeah, Pisces energy is deep. It's spiritual, it's creative. In a full moon in Pisces, you could get so much out of that, that so much psychic stuff could just become crystal clear. It's music, art, dance, photography, it's film, so, these things but I'm just getting like it's ideas or something. You know, it's like ideas could just come to you, flow. You could really be in the flow. It would be a great day to be by the water too, and that could totally help getting that flow, getting that information that you want to get. Chiron's in there, but it's not really conjunct, but it's conjunct Neptune. So that's, you know, the sea and everything. You could just get like your life path. Something could just become really clear, or you could, major downloads could be happening under a Pisces full moon. Major dreams. Everybody should be paying attention to your dreams on and leading up to and around that time frame of you know, that full moon on the August 29th, maybe on the 28th in some locations. This stuff's all retrograding still too, all this Pisces stuff. So could be stuff from the past. You could have big realizations of things from the past, and there could be some just big realizations, big aha moments. But it's not going to be, it's going to come, it's about feelings too. And with Chiron, it's about wombs, you know, and Pisces, Neptune, it's about feelings. So it's, you know, maybe it's just realizing that you got to start with your own feeling. You got to create your own feeling. You know, that could be one of the things. Matching feelings is more important than thinking about things. You know, it's about really going into your feelings, your emotions, your soul. You know, it's a soul. And before I get onto this stuff, you know, this Saturn, it strikes again. You know, 28. I was talking about, I've used Cosby as an example a few times, but again this week, a couple of things happened with the sexual, dark sexual secrets, you know, in Scorpio. We had in America, the Jared Sandwich guy, turns out he totally was involved in this child pornography stuff, you know, in a big way. And so that comes out, Mr. Wholesome, Mr. Subway, and he's, you know, looking at child pornography. And the other thing that came out was there's a website, I never really heard of it, but there's this website called Ashley Madison, and what it is people who want to have affairs on the side, you know, hooking up in secret, you know. Somebody cracked into their database. It's not funny, but it's like, so yeah, you think you're getting away with something? Saturn and Scorpio saying, oh no, you didn't get away with that. You're not getting away with that. We're going to pull that right out. But anyway, somebody cracked that database, and I don't know if they were threatening to, or they did post all the names of all the people who were having affairs on their spouses and stuff. So, two big examples in the public media in America of, I suppose Ashley Madison is worldwide. I mean, I have never been there, you know, but here it is again, Saturn and Scorpio, you know. You thought you got away with that? Oh no, you didn't, you know. And I wanted to talk about it. I made a little note about it. I wrote down, I couldn't think of the Ashley Madison thing. I'd seen it, a flash of it somewhere in the news or something, and then I remembered, you know, that Jared, because I brought that up again, and so I Googled sex scandal, because I couldn't remember what the other thing was, and I knew there was another big thing I wanted to talk about, and you wouldn't believe, I put it in the news, pages and pages and pages. Well, I suppose that could be on any given day, that there may be pages and pages of sex scandals exposed or something, but I think maybe not. I think this is the Saturn and Scorpio thing here. And finally I found it was Ashley Madison. I wanted to talk about that. Yeah, so there it is again. I mean, Cosby got, you know, called out, but not only Cosby. Other things are coming out here. And, you know, we still got a little bit more time of that before it goes into Sag. So, and it's, again, these 28, 29s, Pisces, 12th house, these finishing up things, you know. It's just like, whew, I'm glad I made it through that thing. Oh no, you didn't quite make it through. You know, there's still, that's when it really kind of even accelerates, I almost want to say, you know. Okay, so let's look at this. I want to look here because we have Sun conjunct Jupiter at this time also. And closing in on that Venus-Mars thing too. So, but first let's do Sun conjunct Jupiter in Virgo. You know, we're moving into the Virgo energy, and the nodes are going to be going into Virgo. It's going to really be, and people who are Virgos or have a lot of Virgo in your chart, you know, there's going to be a lot of emphasis on you. But Jupiter conjunct Virgo, like just on a real down-to-earth way, Virgo energy. You know, make sure you got all your ducks in a row. Go over detailed things. Go look over your medications. with Neptune and Virgo. Virgo's sixth house of health. Neptune's drugs and medication. That was the other thing I was thinking about with that Nessus thing and Neptune and Pisces, all this longer lasting Pisces energy that's going to be hanging around. Pharmaceuticals, maybe we're going to have a big overhaul on that. I mean, there needs to be. And, there needs, and Neptune rules television. When I was sick last year, I was home a lot watching TV, and you wouldn't believe. It's every daytime TV. It's every other commercial is some drug, and they play music, and Neptune's music too. They play happy music, like we're conditioned. I was going to do a separate video about it, but it's just a quick point I want to make. We're conditioned. You watch a movie or watch a TV show. The music dictates us how to feel. Neptune, right? And happy music, or like, oh, doom, 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 something scary is going to happen, or la, 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 it's a love or falling in love, And we have been programmed our whole lives to be subconsciously, which Neptune also rules, triggered to know that, oh, it's happy music, something's happening, is going to happen. Well, these drug commercials, while they're saying may cause blindness, blah, 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 they got all this happy music playing. So it's like it's lulling it into our subconscious. It's lulling these diseases that they're naming into our subconscious, And a matter of fact, even one of them used that song, I'm Happy. Because I'm happy may cause brain damage and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? This is crazy. So, we got to be aware of this stuff. And when you watch TV too, you get in like a zombie state or something. Like, I forget what they call it, some kind of alpha state. So it's programming I think it's programming our subconscious to get sick, be sick, get brain damage, get this, get that, or whatever they're, espousing there. So I think, years ago they made it so cigarette commercials were illegal. And I think that drug commercials should be legal. I think prescription drugs commercials should be legal, but I mean, on a smaller, in everybody's daily life here, be detailed. Look over any pharmaceuticals, any drugs that you're having. Be detailed. Look over your dreams. Take care of your health. If you've been Neptune-y, like drinking, partying too much, that's another thing Pisces Neptune rules over. Maybe you got to get that in check there, or rein that in a little bit, because Virgo's good at reining things in, that's for sure. So, and Jupiter, and it's money too. Like look over your books, go over your money. Maybe not on the Pisces full moon, because you might be kind of dreamy, but when that exact Jupiter thing happens, which it might be a couple days earlier. I got my little book here. It's a couple days before that. This could be coming up. It's the 26th. Great day to get in there and look over your books, balance your checkbook, look over your finances, look over your health regimens, all that sort of stuff. So that's coming up this week. Venus is coming in on conjuncting Mars too. It's almost, I forget, I think that's going to be on the 1st, but it's in orb at the time of this moon. It's 1513. It's only 2 degrees out in Leo. So talk about love affairs, and with the Pisces full moon, really, well, Leos are hopeless romantics themselves. That energy is very romantic. Very over the top romantic. And then Neptune is all dreamy, lovey-dovey, kind of stuff too. I mean, some of you may have a dream of your lover. If you're unattached, I mean, you may get a dream, a glimpse of your lover, or something like that, like a future lover, or a soul, some kind of soulmate thing. With the full moon, because it's so dreamy, but you could also meet somebody. And, maybe it'd be a great thing. I mean, Venus is retrograde, and I hope for all of you that if you meet somebody, it is a great thing. I really do. But, there's always the but. With Neptune, you can leave the rose-colored glasses. You can totally not see somebody clearly, And Leo, you can get all caught up in the drama and they get carried away in the whole crazy love vibe. I mean, and that's fun to do. That's exhilarating. Who doesn't want to get carried away in the crazy love vibe? Everybody does. But Virgo certainly isn't the type that is going to get carried away in the crazy love vibe. Larry Virgo's like, oh, let me see, what do you got in your medicine cabinet? Let me organize your drawers for you. what kind of vitamins are you taking? Let's balance your checkbook. No, Virgos are really cool. I like Virgos a lot. I have a Capricorn Sun, Scorpio rising. I get along with Virgos very well. I've had many long friendships with Virgos, so I really like them. Somebody's got to take care of business. You know, that's the dichotomy of the Virgo Neptune opposition. Is, you know, so yeah, it's great to be a free spirit and spiritual and creative and all that stuff, but somebody's got to, you know, take care of make sure the bills get paid, and we got a place to live and do the grocery shopping. You know, there's always that. Virgo's the other side of that. I wanted to speak about that too. A lot of people have been talking. I've been talking about the mirroring, which is, you know, that's what opposition is. And when people come up that are irritating, or like I used the example a little while ago about confrontational. And of course, that's something you need to look at in yourself, and which is also called the shadow. And people have been talking about the shadow side a lot. Pacha's mentioned it, but April Shaley's been talking about it for a while. And she's actually going to become, we did our interview, and she's going to be coming up in the creative spirit. But she's a really cool astrologer, too. Knows a lot about mythology. I do like her Nui report. I do tune in for that, so you guys should check that out, too. As well as Jeannie Wiley's Nessus report. But anyways, the shadow and the opposition and stuff, and the full moon is just that, the opposition, the opposite energy. But the shadow is something that this is etymology thing, entomology, I forget how you pronounce it, but where the words, like the classic example is disease is dis-ease, you know. But one came to me about the shadow, and something my mom used to say all the time, and lots of people did, it's an old expression, oh, he's afraid of his own shadow. And it's just like, oh, wow, that kind of blew my mind, because that is exactly what we're afraid of. We are afraid of our own shadow. Of course, that was not meant to be like some kind of big, insightful thing when that expression was going around. It was meant to be like, you know, like, man up, grow some balls. You know, you're afraid of your own shadow. It was totally like an insult or a whatever, but we are afraid of our own shadow. That is the thing that we fear the most. Or that's by fear, that doesn't mean like fear go run and hide, but that could be part of it. And that's sort of a Neptune energy of running and hiding too, but it's more like what we're afraid to face. Or, you know, like say, you know, somebody was being confrontational with me, and I'm like, well, I'm not like that. You know, or like judging or saying, oh, they're so confrontational, they're so, whatever it is, you know, fill in the blank. It doesn't have to be confrontational. You know, oh, they're so workaholic. That's the mode I've been in here lately. Yeah, and that's another thing Virgo can totally be, is workaholic. You know, and Neptune is like, put it off, it can wait. And, you know, you got to take care of yourself too. That's something I've just realized. I'm not going to get all this crap done, and it's just like I got to just do what I can do, and not stress out about it, not be worried about it. You know, take time to go by the water and meditate and be creative and all that good stuff. So that's also kind of a big part of it all. Yeah, but afraid of your own shadow. That was just like, ooh, I got goosebumps when that hit me, you know, because we totally are afraid of our own shadow. And that's, you know, that's a biggie. I thought it was kind of a biggie. Anyways, back to this stuff here. What is Venus and Mars hitting anything else besides each other? There's some weird thing with the Jupiter. I'm not going to do that one. I forget what those are called. It is trining Pallas, though, too. Well, you know how I'm going to kind of backtrack to how I was saying, it could be all dreamy and you're not really, you know, it's all dreamy and psychic and spiritual and everything, and, you know, your rose-colored glasses. I would say Pallas would cut through a lot of that, actually, because Pallas I think of as very mental, very mind-oriented, very, you know, I think of Pallas as kind of a combination of Virgo and Aquarius, you know, able to look at details, able to figure things out, but also very mental and inventive and in the mind, you know. So, well, it could be too. I mean, if you could really, whether you meet somebody new or you're already involved, you guys could totally be like on sync with each other. You know, things are clicking along. You have great conversation. You have great mental connection, you know, things like that. And, you know, speaking of mental connection, Mercury's conjunct the North Node now, too, in Libra, which is another air sign, mental, communicative, and all that sort of thing. So, this is really good because I think it's the kind of the best of both worlds. You know, you've got the psychic, the spiritual stuff, and then you've got the mental stuff. Yeah, because you can just be in dreamland all the time. I mean, I have a million ideas all the time, and I'm lucky if I even write them in my notebook. I write them things in notebooks. But I've got stacks and stacks of notebooks, you know, of ideas, and it's just like, it's that finding the time to do it, or actually getting real with it, fleshing it out, bringing it into the mental, physical body. Physical body is totally of Earth, of Jupiter, Virgo, and Leo. Leos are in the body, you know, totally. They're a physical sign for sure, you know. So maybe this energy would help to bring these psychic spiritual things, flashes, these insights, these emotional things, and bring them into the body, into the mind, you know, through the mind, into the body, and make them grounded in some physical reality. Make it be a real thing. I think people could get pregnant. This might be a really good time to get pregnant too, because Leo does rule the fifth house. And by the way, if you ever trying to get pregnant, you know, you want to look at your fifth house transits. I got pregnant with my girls. I have twin daughters when Jupiter was transiting my fifth house. Well, I had Jupiter there natally too, but still, I had Jupiter transit my fifth house. I mean, it's a textbook example. Fifth house is love affairs and pregnancy, children. And bam, there's two of them, you know. I get pregnant and there's two. So Jupiter, it doesn't have to, you don't have to wait 12 years for a Jupiter. But anytime you're trying to get pregnant, just a little side note if anybody didn't know that. I don't know why I was compelled to say that. Look for transits to the fifth house when trying to conceive and get pregnant. But anyways, this chart is pregnant with possibilities. And there's a lot, I think it's a really good energy. It's so strong for creativity, spiritual insights, awakenings, aha moments, dreams, you know, all these sorts of things are really, really, really strong. Okay, I got so much to tell you guys about. One of the reasons I've been so busy is because I've been doing those charts. Do I have it open? I do have it open. Where is it? I said it was trying to get these all to play at one time is like trying to balance a dang plates on a stick, you know, keep all the plates in there. So I just did it one time and made a video. This is what these things are, and I've been getting lots of orders from it. I'm really liking doing them. So I'm looking at your karmic astrology. And by the way, it is not a predictive chart. It's all about your soul's journey. It's, you know, karmic astrology, past lives, what you're doing here. And I'm getting great feedback, and I'm really enjoying doing it. I'm doing a huge batch of them today, too. So if anybody's waiting, hopefully I'm going to get to yours today. But so, you know, check it out, and if you're interested, order one. It's pretty cool. And the other thing that I've been doing is, yeah, I had my stuff. I've been these Tapestry of Life mandalas, these astrology mandalas. I've signed up for Redbubble, and I've been uploading all my stuff. I got a ways to go, but it's a pretty good. I've been on Cafe Press. I gave Fine Art America a try. These print-on-demand places. I gave Fine Art America a try. I gave Zazzle try. I've been on Cafe Press, Zazzle. I was never thrilled with their quality. And from what I'm reading, Redbubble has a really good quality, and they offer different stuff. So I have so much stuff to upload. I started on it, and it's just taken a long time. It's going to take a couple weeks before I have all the work uploaded. Everything's formatted, but it's just a real tedious process. But it's a tedious process because, you know, talking about Virgo, because they allow you a lot to position on everything, and it's actually a good setup. But you know, all the mandalas are on there. You can order t-shirt, tote. There's all sorts of stuff. Also, like, here's all the different products. This is that my heart is opening more and more each day. But this is so there's going to be other things besides the mandalas. I wanted to get a good picture of this, what it really looks like. See, this is that subliminal art. You can't really see. I'll try to scoot it up. Here it says my heart is open. This is a painting that I did of the heart. And then I put my heart is opening more and more each day, but there's these other texts there, real light, calm, clarity, brightness, enlightenment. There's all these words there. So it's like this, you know, it's subliminal art. That's what it is. But then I decided what I should do first is just get all the astrology signs done. So I have them I did these music note things, which is this other thing I did years ago, and I was etching it onto metal to make jewelry, but the etching was really smelly and nasty. But I have all these cool graphic designs, and for each sign, each letter is assigned to a note. And people were doing music out of it. I think Bach originally did it. But I decided to do it graphically. So there's one for each thing, and it's available in black and white. And here's another cool thing about Cafe Press. You know, you can change the colors. There's all sorts of colors, and you can preview what it'll look like. So but black and white is first, and then here's the white text, and you can do the same thing. This is like Gemini. You can, you know, do it with different. I think black is always looks the best. It's like the cool rock and roll T-shirt. And I also have these other ones. I thought I had the page open, but maybe I don't. These are really cool. These V-Note. I call it V-Note. V-Note Creations. There's going to be a lot more of these. I just went through the astrology and did the other things, but I like these too. And these look cool on a... If I did only bass, was the only instrument. There's tons of instruments that are going to be available too. The graphics are done, like I said, but again, always that black T-shirt is always the rock and roll, you know, to me. So it's like this cool look. It says, some say bass and don't have the letters in the note. That's these kind. And, you know... And I think the tote bags are cool. I'm going to have band instruments too, like here. So there's two different versions. So you can do it like that or like this, you know. And in different colors. So there's so many, there's like 300 designs I got to upload. So it's going to take a long time. And I'm just tired of working so hard at it. I got to back off. So I got a lot of it up. I'll put the link to the shop, but you know, but definitely check it out. But like those totes and stuff, they'll be like, I have designs for clarinet, violin. So if you have a kid who's in school orchestra, you know, these totes with the white and black notes on them, that'd be cool to like carry their music in or their instrument. Although I don't know, do they even use sheet music anymore? It might all be on tablets and digital now. But anyways, and as always, if you go to my main channel, there's all sorts of stuff there, including the Creative Spirit interview. I've got a few done. I just have to edit them and get them up. So there's more, you know, Creative Spirit interviews coming up for sure. And you go in the About my other channels. If you have children, please check out VV Creative Shorts. If you're a musician and want to record any of my songs, please check out my VV Creative Shorts. I'm not a lead vocalist, but I am a songwriter. So I think my songs are pretty decent. But I just have to sing them to get them out there, you know. So I'm just doing all this crap, you know, as usual. You can find out everything under the About section, including how to order a reading, all that stuff. Order the deck, order the book, order a T-shirt, order a bag. I mean, you know, all this stuff helps support me so I have time to do the videos, you know. So I appreciate all your support. Thank you all for ordering my books and doing my, you know, ordering readings and ordering charts and ordering my books and ordering all the different things, artistic creations that I sell out, you know, online and everything. It all helps to keep these readings free and, you know, help me keep going so I can do more videos. I have so many more videos I want to do. I have 2 notebooks full of broadcasts from the universe ideas that I want to put out there. So there's just a lot I want to get to, and I'm doing the best I can, and I really do love doing the videos. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, donating, thumbs upping, all the stuff you guys do, and I really appreciate it. Remember, you're love and beauty incarnate, and I'll speak to you soon.